Hello lovelies, welcome to Movie Flicks. We are going to have a recap of this romantic movie called Love and Stitches, produced by Sonia Uche and Uchenna Bonabo, starring Sonia Uche and Maurice Sam. The story begins with Greg, who is walking to a job interview. A lady called Lisa splashed water on him, so she gave him a new suit to replace his own. He was fortunate because Lisa happens to be a fashion designer. Edwin, the interviewer, is initially dismissive due to his lack of experience. However, when Greg mentions that the suit was designed by a woman, he becomes interested and asks for the designer's contact information. Greg cleverly proposes to arrange a meeting with the designer, suggesting this task could serve as his job experience. Edwin agrees, considering it a start to potentially hiring him. Meanwhile, Edwin is dealing with a breakup. His ex-girlfriend, Jessica, has been trying to reach him to apologize, but he's been avoiding her calls. Edwin's brother advises him to listen to Jessica's side of the story, reminding him to handle the situation maturely. The story continues with Greg thanking Lisa, who helped him earlier. Greg spoke with Lisa, who agreed to sew a suit for his arrogant boss. But upon reaching the office, she declines the offer, bruising the ego of Edwin. Lisa really enjoyed the payback. Edwin called Greg useless and asked him to leave his office and threatened to fire him. Later on, Greg came with the idea that they can't allow Miss Lisa to bruise his ego and that he should go to her fashion studio and make different proposals. When they reached there, Lisa was very furious and wondered the guts of Edwin. She said the world doesn't revolve around him, so he should stop threatening Greg and employ him if his work speaks volumes. After the banter, Obinna walked in on them and asked what is happening. Lisa replied, "It's nothing." Obinna asked to take Lisa on a date and she declined. Now Lisa is seen reminiscing about Edwin and their school days. It seems like Edwin is now experiencing what it's like to be on the receiving end of someone's actions. Lisa received gifts from Edwin. Lisa angrily storms the office to warn Edwin to stay off her case. Lisa appears to hold a grudge against Edwin, expressing disdain for their association with their boss and demanding to be left alone. Lisa is seen narrating to Obinna exactly what happened between her and Edwin back in school days. She said, "I was intimidated by his words. He calls me names. I tried, but it wasn't easy. It affected my self-esteem deeply, but it's different now. I've grown and changed a lot since then. I don't let people like him get to me anymore. I can see that you're confident now. I'm glad you're not letting his words affect you anymore. You should be proud of who you are," Obinna replied. Greg went to give gifts from his boss to Lisa, but she rejected. There is a conversation between Lisa and Obinna about Edwin trying to pursue business with her. Obinna expresses concern about Edwin's persistent gifts and invasive behavior. He questions Lisa's reluctance to confront Edwin about their past bullying history. Lisa defends Edwin's actions as typical arrogance, but Obinna warns her about the potential dangers of his behavior. The tense exchange ends with Lisa abruptly leaving. Lisa told to Obinna she is finally going to make a suit for Edwin. She said, "Everything is going well. I finally decided to make the suit for him." "Oh really?" After all that back and forth, Obinna replied, "Yes, I just see it as a business relationship." Lisa went to Edwin's office to inform him that he has finally agreed to sew the suit. Then she took his measurements. Edwin was very excited and offered to lunch, which Lisa declined. Lisa sewed the suit and delivered it personally to Edwin in his house, and he proposed a lunch date. She initially declined but later accepted. At bedtime, both Lisa and Edwin started chatting with Lisa's shakara attitude. Obinna advised Lisa that Edwin is a bad news and he is a dangerous guy who can hurt her. Edwin budged to Lisa's house early morning after she refused to pick his calls for some days. Greg sent gifts once again to Lisa. This time around she accepted. They went on a date once again. Lisa asked the whereabouts of Greg. Edwin replied, Greg is my driver, but he does a lot more for me. The dinner didn't turn out well as Obina called Lisa and claimed he had an accident. Edwin followed her to her house, but Obina didn't take it lightly with him at all. Edwin intentionally kissed Lisa to break Obina's heart. He expresses his concerns to Lisa about her relationship with Edwin, warning her that Edwin might hurt her. He believes Edwin is hiding behind his wealth and may exhibit narcissistic behavior. Despite Obina's warnings, Lisa defends Edwin, insisting that he has changed and cares for her genuinely. Obina urges Lisa to confront Edwin about his past behavior, but Lisa remains convinced that Edwin won't hurt her. However, Lisa reveals that she actually loves Edwin and has always had feelings for him since their school days. Despite Edwin's past actions, Lisa believes he has changed and genuinely cares for her. Obina, who has feelings for Lisa himself, is hurt by her revelation but ultimately accepts their relationship and encourages Lisa to tell Edwin about his past behavior. Someone named Jimmy who is disliked. Lisa confronted Edwin about their past and how he bullied her in the past, and Edwin apologized and they confessed their love to each other. The end.